So guys, Bitcoin is breaking down, altcoins are starting to break down, and right now there's lots of different sentiments as to what you should be doing and how crypto investors and crypto buyers are about to get trapped by what's going on. I want to cover exactly specific indicators you should be focused on, perspectives on the space currently about what's going on with Bitcoin and altcoins, and currently what we could be seeing in the next few weeks with the squeeze that's currently going on. Overall though, if you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on specific indicators that matter, as well as getting the whole sentiment on crypto Twitter, as well as from specific analysts as to what is going on. Overall, there's a big squeeze currently taking place. Bitcoin could be crashing down. Altcoins are more likely going to be squeezed as well, and I want to talk about it and what you should be doing if you're invested in the crypto markets. But other than that, guys, let's go and jump into it. So guys, as I said, Bitcoin currently is starting to crash down, sitting at 92,000. Bitcoin dominance, everyone was saying how it has peaked out, but currently right now we are seeing a slight deviation, but I'm thinking it is about to start ripping back up. We compared it to the previous cycle back in 2020 when everyone thought Bitcoin dominance had peaked out, and then we started to crash down, but then Bitcoin dominance peaked back up. We also were pretty much backing this up on the total 2 chart when altcoins started to get the liquidity that they needed. As you can see in that 2021 chart, overall we started to see that huge rip, and then the deviations on altcoins because Bitcoin dominance started to actually rally back hard. But once that peaked out and then we started to see it crash, then altcoins actually got the liquidity that they needed, and that's currently what is taking place. Altcoin sentiment, everyone is talking about how altcoins are about to rally super freaking hard, and if you don't know what's about to happen, many investors are going to feel like that was the peak and they're going to start to sell their bags, especially beginners and retail. And overall, there's a lot of different perspectives on this, but I want to give you exactly what a lot of analysts are talking about, exactly with the liquidity taking place around Bitcoin and where we could be going with the price action around Bitcoin. Justin Bennett talks about how the largest block of Bitcoin liquidity over the last 30 days is sitting at 73K, where the impulsive move began with the price action around Bitcoin pretty much just blowing the freak up, as you guys can see on this chart. Overall, it says 86K to 73K are in play, while below 93K, 93.6. And his source, he pretty much sourced high block capital on these charts, and exactly pretty much the liquidations and the block that we're currently seeing with liquidity around Bitcoin. But currently, guys, we could be seeing a deviation right now if we are below that region, and right now with Bitcoin we are below that region, sitting at 92.3, which is really crazy. More than likely we are going to see some sort of deviation. That's why we've been talking about all different types of perspectives. Justin Bennett also goes in to say and talks about Ethereum based off of what he is seeing with the price action. And he says, if this breaks, Ethereum will likely retest the 3030 range lows and potentially the 2700 to 2800 zone. So you guys can see this downward arrow that he's talking about based on the liquidity shift and overall the price action that we've been seeing. We could be seeing the breakdown just based off of how weak that current support line is looking. Overall though, he says from there it'll be a decision time to see if we get a 2021 repeat. See yesterday's video. But guys, I talked about it already. Overall, with Bitcoin dominance, like how we said in 2020, 2021, everyone thought we peaked out, and then we started to see Bitcoin dominance rip back up, and as a result, altcoins started to get squeezed significantly. And overall, this is where you need to keep these perspectives in mind, just because a lot of altcoin investors are not keeping this in mind, and more likely they're going to get trapped once they start to see the sentiment start to change in the markets. I saw a great post from Tech Dev that I actually wanted to show you guys as well. He says, Bitcoin reaching the green line means it has expanded to the extent where its market cap began to rotate substantially into altcoins. It's the signal that fires every 4 years prior to the macro decline in Bitcoin dominance, known around here as alt season. And guys, what I want you guys to look at this chart is, we're drawing these lines and, we're saying that, okay, yeah, we're right here in this specific zone with this second green arrow. I'll put an arrow to it. And based off of that, they think we're going to start going below. I honestly think we're not at specifically this green arrow. I'm going to put an arrow to where I think we are. I think we're right here. And I think we're about to see a deviation with altcoins, and then it's going to peak out with Bitcoin as well, and then we're actually going to start to see it. You can actually see in 2021 and 2020 and 2021, it actually took place in 2021. So that means that more than likely this shift is going to be happening in 2025, not in 2024, which is really, really key. Now, this is just me giving my perspective on this. These are specific indicators that point to the fact when altcoins start to get the liquidity that they need from Bitcoin. But I think a lot of people are, front running or, getting to this much too soon. I think at the end of the day, like how we saw with, that Benjamin Cohen post talking about Bitcoin dominance, he was pretty much saying how, everyone thought we peaked out, and then at the end of the day, we didn't peak out, and then altcoins got squeezed, and then the huge rally actually came a few months later. So with that perspective, guys, in mind, what should you be doing right now? Well, Miles Dutcher talks about it. He says, the higher your time frame bias, the more likely you are to be correct, which right now, guys, we have a higher time frame bias, so more likely, we have a broader perspective on what's going on. But he says the biggest mistake people make is trying to position themselves for every micro move. You'll just end up getting chopped up. And this is where I, in yesterday's video and the video before that, I really recommend you guys go watch those videos, because I gave you guys my perspective on what I might be doing. But this is where I'm going to tell you guys right now, everyone is starting to make shifts. Everyone is starting to take profits. A lot of people are starting to double down because they believe alt season is about to begin. And based off of what's currently going on, if you're trying to jump out and jump back in and do all these different plays, more than likely you are going to get wrecked, just because you do not know how to actually time the market, especially if you are looking at a short time frame. And right now, is really going to be the deciding factor for a lot of people once we start to see a squeeze, if we do see a squeeze. And Miles Dutcher, as well as Alex Becker, we showed a post from him yesterday as well. They got the perspective as you should just be dollar cost averaging into projects that are more than likely going to be producing good results, and then come back in the next 3 months to actually collect your rewards once all the liquidity starts to shift into the markets from Bitcoin into altcoins, from that paradigm that we have been talking about with Bitcoin dominance, the total 2 chart, and everything else. So guys, overall, putting everything to the side, what do I think you should be doing? Right now, I don't think that you should be taking profits. I think that, a lot of coins have been ripping. I talked about it yesterday, how I was considering cutting 20% off of my top position, but I was thinking about taxes because I live in the United States for my 2024 tax return. I was also thinking about trying to time all this stuff and how it's going to be, a massive headache. And I would prefer to just dollar cost average. If my position pulls back, awesome. I'm gonna just keep on allocating more funds into it. I have, side income that I can be, pushing into my crypto portfolio. So I'm just gonna be looking for those dips and taking advantage of them. And right now, guys, I think you should be doing the same thing. Expect deviations. They're going to happen. We talked about it with Crypto God John, how overall, throughout the whole cycle, we're going to be seeing pumps and we're going to be seeing dumps. But the stronger commitment you have and the longer you can hold, now you do not need to hold till Valhalla, guys. More likely you're going to get shreked if you do that. You need to just be able to hold once liquidity starts to shift from Bitcoin into altcoins. And you need to be invested in the top performing altcoins and top performing sectors, which is AI and memes, which I have been stressing on this YouTube channel. But guys, that is currently what I think you should be doing. Overall, I want to run back through the charts, the perspectives in the space, and then give you guys my perspective on what I'm doing and what I think you should be doing. So overall, Bitcoin is currently trading at 92.3. Right now, it is trading at a zone where we could be seeing a huge deviation. Bitcoin dominance also, you can see, has been crashing. Everyone thought this has peaked out or thinks it has peaked out. Don't want to say thought because it could have peaked out, but I do not believe so based off of the price action that we're seeing in the previous cycles. Like I said, I talked more in depth about this in my videos yesterday and the day before yesterday, so go watch those videos. But overall, altcoins right now are also getting, kind of squeezed right now based off of the price action that we're seeing. I think it's also another fake out. Like I said, watch yesterday's video. I talked all about it. In terms of, how Bitcoin is moving, everyone thinks altcoins are about to get the liquidity that they need. But I think right now, guys, is about to be a huge fake out, and a lot of altcoin investors and crypto investors in general are about to be blindsided and shreked. Justin Bennett talks about how ETH is pretty much testing the zone right now at that 3030 zone, and overall can be potentially going to that 27 to 2800 area. From there, it'll be a decision to see if we get that 2021 repeat with those deviations that we saw, guys. Overall, though, like how I said, everyone has different perspectives as to what is going to be happening with Bitcoin and altcoins. Justin Bennett also talked about how right now there's a big block of Bitcoin liquidity over the last 30 days sitting at that 73K zone, actually right whenever we started to see the huge rally for Bitcoin, and everything started to rip up very, very significantly. Overall, we could be deviating to that lower zone. 86K to 73K are in play, but this is why you need to be keeping everything in mind, guys. Overall, Miles Dutcher talks about right now, if you have a high time frame bias, more likely you are to be correct. But, you know, people trying to make the plays and position themselves on every micro move are going to get wrecked, as opposed to the people that are dollar cost averaging into proper projects and just waiting until altcoins actually get the liquidity shift that they need. Overall, though, with all that information pushed to the side, what do I think you should be doing? I think you should be dollar cost averaging into those positions. I think you should be expecting deviations to take place. Do not let that squeeze you out of your positions, especially if you are allocated into strong positions. You know, right now, the top performing sectors are the AI and meme. We've been talking about it all over this YouTube channel. I talk about the coins that I'm invested in and where I think you should be focused on. But right now, that's currently what you should be doing. Expect deviations. Follow the specific indicators around Bitcoin dominance, the total 2 chart, as well as the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which we didn't cover today. And then keep up with that price action around Bitcoin and Ethereum to really determine where we go. If Ethereum starts to deviate lower, of course, our altcoins are going to deviate lower because they're connected to the Ethereum chain. So, you know, Ethereum goes down, altcoins go down, especially if they're, you know, on the chain. We have outliers. Some coins are going to be outperforming, but at the end of the day, we're going to see liquidity shifts, and you need to be prepared for this, guys. A lot of crypto investors are going to be blindsided, and a lot of people are going to get trapped, and I do not want you to be capitulating your bags. I want you to understand what's coming. I want you to dollar cost average, and I want you to wait till next year when altcoins start to get the proper liquidity. But overall, guys, that's currently what is going on in the crypto markets. A lot of crazy action. If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on exactly what you need to know, throwing out all the other fluff that everyone talks about, condensing all of the sentiment around Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, as well as what you currently should be doing based off of those perspectives. Right now, guys, altcoins are about to see a huge shift, but Bitcoin drives the price action of everything. And right now, I think, you know, a lot of people are about to get trapped. A lot of people are about to get blindsided about what's about to happen, just because they aren't keeping up with the proper perspectives and indicators around the markets. But guys, if you're here, you have an understanding of what's going on, and I really do appreciate all the support. Right now, overall, I'm getting closer to getting monetized. We are halfway there, 2,000 in like 14 hours. We need to get to 4,000. So I appreciate all the eyeballs on my video. Drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my perspective. Let me know what you guys think of what's going on with altcoins as well as with Bitcoin. If we peaked out for dominance, if you don't think we peaked out for dominance, and overall what's going to be going on. I drop daily content every day, so stay tuned. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what you need to know, how my crypto portfolio is doing, when I plan to exit. Next year, we're going to talk about exactly taxes, because I'm in the United States. I'm in multiple other different things. By all means, this is not financial advice. None of the stuff I talk on this YouTube channel are financial advice. Everything I do is for educational purposes only, and just to show you guys what's possible. You can lose a lot of money if you do not know what you're doing, and that's why I try to educate everybody on what they need to know in quick, concise videos, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. But overall, guys, if you're new to my channel, drop me that comment, drop me that like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the content, and overall, stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, and hopefully you guys are staying committed and get those crazy gains for alt season. Other than that, though, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanksgiving is in 2 days, so I'm gonna be busy, but I'm gonna still keep you guys updated so you guys know exactly what's going on. But other than that, I'll catch you next one. Peace.